Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now a rare Bitcoin buy signal has just confirmed on this Bitcoin chart, while the price is also confirming a new signal in the short term that we need to pay attention to, while Ethereum is now bouncing from this critical area of support. So I'll be talking about all of that and more later in the video, so definitely watch to the end. First of all, just before taking a look at the Bitcoin charts today, talking about some Bitcoin news today, because tomorrow, Donald Trump will actually be talking about Bitcoin at a Bitcoin conference. Yes, that is right. Tomorrow at around 2 p.m. on Saturday, we have Donald Trump speaking about Bitcoin, and this is in the local time, by the way. This is happening in Nashville, and whether you love or hate the guy, it's very clear that he has a lot of influence, and he's probably one of the most famous people in the world. So if he talks good about Bitcoin, this could indeed affect the price of Bitcoin, at least in the short term, and most likely will be bullish for Bitcoin as it puts the spotlight on Bitcoin. And so just keep this in mind. Over the next day or so, things could get a little bit volatile with Trump speaking about Bitcoin at this Bitcoin conference in Nashville. But with that being said, taking a look at the Bitcoin charts today on the 4-day time frame, over the last 1 day, nothing has really changed. Technically speaking, we're still in the larger bull market, as I've been saying since the beginning of last year. But with that being said, if we're taking a look at this 3-day Bitcoin chart, looking at the hash ribbons indicator, this is basically showing two moving averages of the Bitcoin hash rate. So essentially, when one moving average crosses below the other, that can signify basically a minor capitulation. Basically, the Bitcoin miners are struggling during those periods. But then when those moving averages cross again back to the upside, that is a buy signal, a bullish signal telling us that the Bitcoin miners are regaining strength. And historically speaking, this has been a great buy signal for the price of Bitcoin. And now, obviously, just like any indicator, it's never 100% accurate all the time, but there are indicators out there like this one where a lot of the time it is very accurate. And if we're looking at over the last 1 year, there's only been one other time where we've seen this buy signal flash on this chart right here on this indicator, and over the last 2 years there's only been 3 other times over the last 2 years where we have seen this signal flash and confirm. And once again, we are just now seeing the same buy signal show up on this 3-day Bitcoin chart in the hash ribbons indicator. And if we're looking at those last few times over the last couple of years, this first example back in around August 2022, just in the short term held up as a okay buy signal, but ultimately we still continued the bear market for the next couple of months or so before we actually bottomed out. But ultimately, that was a buy signal showing up in a bear market, and it still turned out to be okay. Obviously, it wasn't the best, but it was still okay. And then looking at this next example back in January last year, we saw a major pump, a major bullish movement over the next few weeks and months following this Bitcoin buy signal in this indicator. And then looking at the next example, this happened in around August last year, and we can see the price of Bitcoin basically bottomed out right as this buy signal was flashing, and coming over the next few months, we saw a massive bullish movement. And so once again, this is a pretty rare signal. Over the last couple of years, we've only seen this flash just 3 other times, and most of the time it is followed by a lot of bullish price action. And once again, we're now seeing the same massive buy signal flash in the hash ribbons indicator on the 3-day Bitcoin chart, pointing towards potentially a lot more bullish price action coming for Bitcoin in the larger bull market. But as I always say, it's important to understand the difference between the different time frames. So even though we're still looking bullish on the larger time frames here, like this 3-day or 4-day chart, which I've been saying over and over again here on the channel, I haven't actually flipped once on this 4-day chart since the beginning of 2023. I've remained bullish this entire time. But I've also been saying it's important to understand the difference between the different time frames. So even if we're bullish on the larger time frame, we can see short-term pullbacks or short-term dumps or bearish trends in the shorter term during the larger bullish trend or bull market. And so essentially, as we're zooming into smaller time frames, those small time frames flip between bullish and bearish basically every single day. So if you want to avoid flipping between bullish and bearish every day, for example, yesterday could be bearish, today could be bullish, and tomorrow could be bearish again. If you want to avoid that changing every single day, then stick to the larger time frames. Or if you want to day trade and you like that higher volatility, then zoom into smaller time frames. And so, for example, some might say that 2 to 3 days ago, I was very bearish on the price of Bitcoin. And yes, that was correct if you're talking about the short term here. which did play out in the short term. But remember, these short-term time frames flip between bearish and bullish basically every few days or so. And so that's why it's important to understand what time frame we're actually on to figure out whether we're flipping between bullish and bearish on larger time frames or smaller time frames. And so once again, on this larger time frame, I'm still bullish on the price of Bitcoin, as I've been saying basically every day over the last 1.5 years. If we're taking a look at this daily Bitcoin chart, as of right now, the DXY is still basically trading sideways, so we don't really have a lot of new information in the DXY, because ultimately this really only affects the price of Bitcoin if it's massively bearish or bullish. And so with that being said, if we're taking a look at this daily Bitcoin chart, we can see over the last one day, we bounced perfectly from this exact area of support that I've been talking about, sitting in between around 63,000 to around 64,000. And I mentioned in my last video, if we see a daily candle close confirm well below 63,000, so basically if this level breaks, then the short-term bullish trend could be over. But obviously, we never confirmed a break below this support. In fact, we saw a bounce from this area of support. And so as I also explained in my last video, for as long as we're holding above that level of support, it's still possible we can remain within this shorter term bullish trend. But as of right now, the Bitcoin price has bounced right back into this area of resistance based on the volume profile indicator and also previous support and resistance, sitting in between around 67,000 to around 68.3K. And so just keep that in mind. We still have a lot of resistance in this price range where the price is likely going to struggle at in the short term. And obviously the bullish signal that we're all waiting for would be a confirmed breakout with a daily candle close back above around 68.3K, and ideally flipping that into new support again, because if we see that, that would be a strong signal telling us that we're simply continuing the bullish trend with another leg to the upside. And if we can finally break out back above this area of resistance right here, then in that case, honestly, I'd be expecting a move up towards the all-time high area in between around 72 to 74,000, which is really the last final obstacle before new all-time highs. But at least for now, in the short term, we're still running into this resistance, and honestly, I'll not be surprised if we see the price somewhat struggle here, at least just in the imminent short term, possibly over the next one day or so, because as I said in my last video, honestly, I'd not be surprised if we basically bounce around between support and resistance for a little while here in the short term, kind of like what we saw just here, or just here, for example, bouncing between support and resistance. But either way, whether we see a bit of a sideways consolidation or these short-term pullbacks, we're still within a bullish trend unless we confirm a bearish trend reversal signal, which at least for now has not happened. And just before taking a look at some other important Bitcoin charts today, first, if you want to trade these moves in the price of Bitcoin or any other crypto, personally, I take just about all of my trades over on Bybit, so I'll make sure to leave a link to Bybit down below this video in the description and in the pinned comment. And if you use that link down below this video to make a Bybit account and deposit on that account, then you can get up to a $30,000 deposit bonus, but only if you use that link down below this video. And also, if you use that link, it will take you to this page right here, which is a massive lucky draw happening right now where you could potentially win up to $100,000 just by trading crypto using the link down below this video. And so if you're going to be trading crypto anyway, you might as well check this out. Once again, first link below this video. But for whatever reason, if you cannot access Bybit or if you cannot KYC on Bybit, there is also Bitflex, which is another crypto exchange similar to Bybit, but you don't need KYC for Bitflex. And so I'll also make sure to leave a link to Bitflex down below this video as an alternative crypto exchange. And with that being said, if we're taking a quick look at the 8-hour Bitcoin chart, what has just now confirmed over the last one day is a new hidden bullish divergence. Because if we're taking a look at this chart right here, showing us what bullish and bearish divergences are, in case you're new to this channel, basically a bearish divergence is always looking between the highs in the price and the highs in the RSI. And a bullish divergence is always looking between the lows in the price and the lows in the RSI. And so basically when we see higher highs in the price of Bitcoin and lower highs in the Bitcoin RSI, that's a regular bearish divergence. If we see lower highs in the price and higher highs in the RSI, that's a hidden bearish divergence. If we see lower lows in the price of Bitcoin and higher lows in the Bitcoin RSI, that's a regular bullish divergence. If we see higher lows in the price of Bitcoin and lower lows in the RSI, that's a hidden bullish divergence. And so first of all, as I said in my last video, I would not necessarily expect this bearish divergence to play out much longer, considering it's already played out over the last few days. So I said in my last video that coming soon, it is coming to an end. But just now, over the last one day, we have now confirmed the end of this previous bearish divergence because we've just confirmed a new hidden bullish divergence right here, pointing towards some more bullish price action, because a hidden divergence is usually a trend continuation pattern. And if we're looking at the highs and the lows in the price of Bitcoin, we can still see, at least as of right now, we're forming higher lows and higher highs, which is technically still a bullish trend. And so once again, just recently, we've now confirmed a bullish trend continuation signal at the same time as the price bouncing from this exact area of support. But we still cannot forget about this area of resistance that we're running into right now, where the price could also struggle at just in the short term here. And with that being said, taking a look at the Bitcoin liquidation heat map, obviously over the last one day, first of all, just yesterday, we did actually liquidate a lot of positions at around 63,500, give or take. But with that being said, we still left a lot of liquidity at around 63.3K. And so just keep that in mind. We still have a lot of liquidity sitting right at that level, so that's still a level to pay attention to. But with that being said, we also have a lot of liquidity very close to the price right here, sitting at around 67,500, and some more liquidity just underneath 69,000. And so those are the areas of interest in the short term right here for the price of Bitcoin. And usually, not 100% of the time, but usually the price of Bitcoin tends to move towards where there's a lot of liquidity. And with that being said, if we're taking a look at Ethereum right here on the daily time frame, right now the price of ETH is running into this critical area of support based on previous support and resistance, sitting in between around 3150 to around 3250, acting as support. And now if we were to see a confirmed break below around 3150 with daily candle closes back below that level, then in that case, it's quite likely we could see a move back down to this massive area of support in between around 2.8k to 2950. But at least for now, this is the area of support that we're still running into right now, that we're actually bouncing from, at least as of recording this video. And as for resistance, we do have a decent amount of resistance in between around 3550 to 3650, and a lot more resistance in between 3.9k to 4.1k. And in terms of the overall trend and momentum as of right now on the daily time frame, honestly, the price of ETH is not really in a bullish or bearish trend. We're basically in a massive sideways price range, just chopping around sideways. So we're not really going anywhere. We're just playing out a lot of volatility in between this sideways price range. And now, obviously, for the hodlers out there, the people that are simply just holding Ethereum in their wallets, obviously this is boring seeing the price do this. But for the traders out there, this is actually a gold mine. You can make a lot of easy profits in crypto with choppy sideways price action just like this. And if you want to know how to do that, then stick around to the end of this video to find out more. But with that being said, taking a look at this 8-hour time frame, and over the last one day, we've now effectively confirmed the end of this previous bearish divergence, which is also something that I was sort of talking about in my last video, as the RSI here on the 8-hour time frame just recently entered into oversold territories. And so like I said in my last video, we're most likely going to see a bit of a break from all of this extreme bearish price action, either a slight bullish relief or some choppy sideways price action here. But this signal by itself does not necessarily mean that this bearish movement is completely over. For example, we saw this signal right back here around mid-June, and what came next was a short-term bounce over the next couple of days or so, followed by a little bit more of a pullback and some choppy sideways price action over the next 1 week or so. And so we saw a temporary pause, just a relief from all of that bearish price action, but ultimately we did actually see more bearish price action later on once the RSI reset back to the upside, giving us more room to the downside later on. And so this is why we cannot solely rely on this signal by itself to fully expect a massive bullish trend right now. So ultimately, in terms of the trend and momentum, once again, I'm relatively neutral, as the price is basically chopping around sideways in this massive sideways price range. But just in the imminent short term, while we're playing out that bullish relief from those oversold signals, as in over the next 1 to 2 days or so, we're most likely going to see a bit of a relief or a break from all of that bearish price action, because the RSI just hit oversold just recently. And if we're zooming into this 6-hour time frame, we can also see, based on the 6-hour candle closes, we bounced exactly from this 50% retracement level, sitting at around 3160, and we also saw a candle wick to the downside almost exactly to this golden pocket area of support in between around 3050 to 3080. And so at least for now, those are also some short-term levels of support to pay attention to. And as for resistance, we should actually find a decent amount of resistance at around 3370 to 3380 based on previous support now acting as new resistance. And with that being said, taking taking a look at the price of Solana on the daily time frame, and right now the price of Solana is actually bouncing from this critical area of support in between around 170 to 175, which is important to pay attention to because this is telling us that the price is still remaining within this bullish trend. Because like I said in my last video, we're still in the bullish trend, but ultimately we need to quickly reclaim this area right here by seeing a bounce back above around 175, and right now we are seeing that as of right now, which means the price, at least for now, is still within a bullish trend. And obviously, even during a bullish trend, we can see some short-term pullbacks from time to time or sideways consolidations, just like how during a short-term bearish trend, we can see sideways consolidations or small bounces back to the upside during a bearish trend. And so as of right now, I am still bullish on the trend and momentum for the price of Solana here on the daily time frame. It's just in the imminent short term, we're still in a bit of a sideways price range in between this area of support that I just mentioned, in between 170 to 175, and this area of resistance sitting in between around 183 to 187. And so at least for now, that is still the area of resistance to pay attention to, where the price is most likely going to struggle at if we see a continued bounce here in the short term back into that area of resistance. And so at least for now, just in the imminent short term, we're essentially in a bit of a sideways consolidation, a sideways price range in between this support and resistance, but this is occurring during a bullish trend, which is still actively playing out as of right now. And it would only really invalidate this bullish trend if we confirm a bearish trend reversal signal, like for example confirming a lower high or lower low in the price chart or breaking below key support, which at least for now has not yet happened. And once again, if you want to trade these moves in the price of any crypto, check out those links down below this video to claim those extra bonuses. And if you want to actually know how to trade crypto, no matter if the price is bullish, bearish, or chopping around sideways, then make sure to watch these videos popping up right here on your screen. The video in the top left shows you how you can profit from bullish or bearish price action using long positions or short positions, and the video in the bottom left shows you how you can easily profit from choppy sideways price action. But anyway, that is everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.